Thanks for tuning in, guys. Sit back and relax as we bring you up to speed on what's happening in the world of wrestling. Guys, apparently there's been a confrontation between Dolph Ziggler and Goldberg over the past 24 hours. The incident, which took place at Andiamo Italian Steakhouse in Las Vegas, saw the two WWE superstars get in each other's faces, though things were broken up by UFC's Eric Anders. On social media, Goldberg said how the steakhouse was a regular stop for him and that the show-off should be thankful that he still wasn't hungry. Fans will remember the pair's match at SummerSlam this year, where the Hall of Famer flattened Ziggler in minutes, as it seems there's still some bad blood between these two former world champions. It's quite possible that this could all be a storyline setting up for a rematch, and with WWE's next Saudi Arabia show taking place next month, it's possible that Goldberg could be back for that. WWE may be traveling to Saudi Arabia in October, but the company toured the Philippines this week, where a huge title change took place. During a show in Manila, EC3 pinned R-Truth to capture his second 24/7 championship, though this reign was just as short as his first. Thanks to an assist by Chad Gable, Truth was able to regain the title, making the rapping superstar a 16-time 24/7 champion. Though Drake Maverick is good friends with EC3 and the former Impact World Champion was Maverick's best man at his wedding, it seems the green and gold title has caused friction between the two. When Maverick saw the news of his friend's title win and loss, the British superstar wasn't happy, saying, "Mate, you knew where he was and didn't tell me?" In response, Carter said that he told Maverick he was in Asia and accused the Brit of not listening to him anymore. Hopefully, Maverick will be able to regain the title soon, as it seems that the former rock star Spud is still yet to consummate his marriage to wife Renee, which has clearly caused tension for the not-so-happy couple. Speaking of married drama, the issues between Mike and Maria Kanellis continued to escalate this week, when the first-ever pregnant 24/7 champion revealed that her husband isn't the father of the baby. Though Maria later hinted that Ricochet, and later Rusev, was the actual baby daddy, it seems there's still a lot of questions, though one man may have the answers. After WWE tagged Maury Povich's show in a post about the story, the legendary presenter replied, saying he's got two words for you: paternity test. Having Maury on the show could certainly bring some mainstream exposure to the storyline, and we also can't wait to see what Ricochet and Rusev's I'm Not the Daddy dance looks like on live TV. With Maury possibly coming to Raw, this development makes us sure that Paul Heyman is behind all this, as hopefully fans will soon hear those iconic words, "You are not the father." Though Maury Povich may be supporting WWE, the same can't be said for former ESPN anchor Keith Olbermann, who took shots against Braun Strowman during a baseball game. Strowman recently appeared on Fox Sports during a game to promote WWE SmackDown moving to the Fox network, though Olbermann took to Twitter asking if they were kidding. Responding, the monster among men kept his cool about the situation, treating Olbermann as a fan, saying it's unreal how good he looked on the show. Olbermann wasn't the only ticked-off Twitter user though, as weatherman Kevin Lightly also voiced his displeasure at seeing Strowman, calling him, quote, "some WWE dude." Strowman wasn't going to take this lying down either, and asked Lightly if he was mad because people wanted to see him on TV, and gave arguably the most bizarre threat ever when he said he'd come show him how to forecast the weather. The greatest Royal Rumble winner wasn't alone in all this though, as several WWE stars defended the industry, including Corey Graves, the Blue Meanie, and Hall of Famers X-Pac and Mark Henry. Let this be a lesson to any outsiders who feel the need to poke fun at wrestling, that we are a united and passionate group. Strowman may have caused some drama when he promoted SmackDown's move to Fox, but the hype train continues to the Blue brand's debut on October 4th. The show will feature Brock Lesnar facing off against Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship in what will be Lesnar's first match on a TV show in 15 years. One superstar who knows all about the Blue brand is Matt Hardy, who captured the tag team, cruiserweight, and US titles while part of SmackDown, and recently spoke with Inside the Ropes about his career. When talking about his various gimmicks, Matt said he would like to use his V1 character again down the line, saying, "I would like to incorporate version 1 at some point just because people bereave the Matt facts and the entrance music. I do to a degree. So that's definitely something I game plan, but there's also new stuff. There's a couple of other things in the back of my mind that I would like to utilize, but I would like to be this crazy, constant stream of change character on television. In an age where nostalgia is all the rage, bringing Matt Hardy V1 back could be a good idea, and fans will get to see a whole new wave of Matt facts for the modern day. Back in the ring now, and while Chad Gable didn't become King of the Ring this week, the Olympian got his revenge the next night. During the coronation of King Baron Corbin on SmackDown Live, Gable was able to tackle the Lone Wolf through his throne and destroyed the entire set, including Corbin's crown and cape. According to the Wrestling Observer, the man responsible for Gable's actions is none other than Vince McMahon, who is reportedly high on the SmackDown superstar. Even though Gable's gimmick of the scrappy underdog may not really seem like an upper-tier player, McMahon appreciates what he brings to the table. As the Observer reported, even though Gable is doing this gimmick that screams undercard babyface, we're told Vince really likes and appreciates him and considers this a push. Gable is one of the most talented wrestlers WWE have, so time will only tell whether this push leads to anything, though with Vince McMahon behind him, things certainly look bright for the Olympian. Some very serious news now, as the state of California has adopted the AB5 into law, and the ruling could change a lot of things about WWE. The new law says that companies must consider independent contracts as fully fledged employees, which could cause a massive overhaul in how McMahon does business. Bodyslam.net recently spoke to attorney Eric D. Anderson about the law, and though there was a time where people believed that non-California-based companies, such as WWE, didn't have to worry about the ruling, it's not as simple as that. He said, "They won't be exempt under the law as it stands now. What they may do is seek to fall under an exemption like with a loan-out company. That is where the talent owns a production company and the WWE contracts with the production company and not the talent." Anderson even suggested WWE could avoid the state altogether to avoid the law and only return once a year for a major event such as SummerSlam or WrestleMania, with the 37th edition of the flagship show rumored to be held in LA in 2021. With that said though, Anderson also spoke about WWE doing a lot of business in California outside of wrestling, so it seems that the company has some big decisions to make in the coming months. Speaking of big, we all know that WWE is the biggest promotion in the world, and therefore have the resources to sign practically anyone to the roster. As a result, this has led to a huge pool of talent, though many fans claim that there are too many stars and not enough time to showcase them. This week, WrestleNomics.com noted that WWE had 90 wrestlers on the main roster and 59 in training in 2014, but now have 129 on the roster and 136 in training today. This star marks the first time that WWE have had more wrestlers on the roster than WCW ever did, a worrying sign for fans who remember the Monday Night Wars. During the wars, many fans believed that WCW had too many wrestlers under contract being unused, and though some fans believe the same about WWE today, there is at least more places to showcase them, thanks to Raw, SmackDown Live, 205 Live, NXT, and NXT UK. Though the current roster may be ready to burst, don't expect WWE to slow down anytime soon, as with the launch of AEW, as well as growing competition from New Japan and other promotions, the sports entertainment juggernaut doesn't want to risk losing any wrestlers to the opposition. And finally today we're looking at Bray Wyatt, as WWE is making a big deal about his upcoming Hell in a Cell match. At the pay-per-view on October 6th, The Fiend will challenge for the Universal title against Seth Rollins, and the company recently sent out a pretty intense promo video for the show. Wyatt himself is heavily featured throughout the promo, which also contains a lot of references to the Firefly Funhouse. Wyatt has even called Hell in a Cell his happy place, and though the Eater of Worlds is winless inside the satanic structure so far, many fans are expecting that to change very soon. Though Rollins may have conquered a beast at SummerSlam to win the title, and a monster at Clash of Champions to retain the gold, nobody is quite like The Fiend, and it may just be a matter of time before the Architect's descent into hell culminates with a new WWE Universal Champion. Well guys, that's our news for today. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Also check out our other high-rated videos by clicking at the upper right-hand corner or down in the description field. Don't forget to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and the bell icon so you don't miss a single new video. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and as always, thank you for watching.